Hello friends, welcome to UPSC Logics, and this is the Indian history section, and it has been done in the one-liner format. So we are covering Vijayanagar and Bahamani Empire in this particular video. We shall also be having a look at the Portuguese and the Mughal Empire, the beginning of Mughal Empire, basically Babur and Humayun. So these are almost 200 questions that are covering all the important points of the Vijayanagar and Bahamani Empire. And without wasting any time, let's begin. What was the name of Muhammad bin Tughlaq's cousin who revolted against him and took refuge in the Kamali kingdom? Bahauddin Gurshap. Nicole di Conti, an Italian visitor, came to Vijayanagar during the reign of Devrai I, who visited the court of Vijayanagar under Haryara I, Ibn Battuta, who has left a graphic account of the empire of Devrai II, Abdul Razak. Krishnadev Rai's empire was visited by Portuguese visitor Duth, Eduardo Barbosa and Domingo Paes. During the reign of Achyut Rai Dev, which Portuguese visitor visited Fernão Nunes, who wrote the book Amukt Malyada Krishnadev Rai, which gives us a detailed account of the social and caste system in the Vijayanagar Empire, Manu Charitram, and it was written by Akil Sani Pedan. Madurai Vijayam was written by Ganga Devi, who was the wife of Kumar Kampan, and he was son of Bukkavan. Which inscription tells us about Harihar I's achievement? Bagalpelsi copper plate inscriptions. What lists the various achievements of Devrai II, Srirangam copper plates? The genealogy of the Saluva dynasty has been provided by the Devula Pali copper plates of Imadi Narsimha. The coins used by Vijayanagar Empire were called Varahas. Who acquired the title of Gaj Ben Tekra? It was Devrai II. Who describes Devrai II as Gaj Ben Tekra? It is the quarter Varahas. When was the Vijayanagar Empire formed? In 1336 by Harihar and Bukka of the Sangam dynasty. In whose service were Harihar and Bukka employed before the creation of the empire? It was the Kakatiya ruler Pratap Rudra II. Who imprisoned Harihar and Bukka, converted them to Islam and left them to deal with the rebellions in Kampali? It was Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Who made it possible for both Harihar and Bukka to return to the sway of Hinduism? It was Saint Vidyaranya. The main cause of Vijayanagar-Bahamani conflict was the Tungabhadra Daub and the Krishna Godavari basins, and besides this, number 3 was the Maratha country. Who was the ruler of Sangam dynasty who admitted Muslims into his army to strengthen it? It was Devrai II. Who succeeded the Sangam dynasty? It was the Saluva dynasty under Saluva Narsimha, and he was a minister of Devrai II. Saluva was succeeded by Taluva dynasty under Veer Narsimha. Krishnadev Rai, who ruled from 1509 to 29, belonged to which dynasty? He belonged to the Tuluva dynasty. The last dynasty to rule the Vijayanagar Empire was the Aravidu dynasty. The correct chronology of the dynasties to rule the Vijayanagar Empire were: number 1 Sangam, number 2 Saluva, number 3 Tuluva, and number 4 Aravidu. Which Vijayanagar ruler sent an embassy to China? It was Bukkavan. Ibn Battuta visited India during 1333 to 34. Nicole di Conti visited during 1420. Abdul Razak visited India during 1443. How many languages did Krishnadev Rai patronize? 4. Which Bahmani ruler shifted his capital from Gulbarga to Bidar? It was Ahmad Shah Wali. How many years did the Bahmani kingdom last? 175 years. The 97-year-old man who was captured and beheaded at the Talikota or Banahati in 1565 was Ramarai. When was the Bahmani kingdom founded? 1347 AD. Which was the second capital of the Vijayanagar Empire? It was Penukonda. During whose reign did the Vijayanagar Empire come into conflict with Orissa for the first time? It was Virupaksa II. Policemen of the Vijayanagar were paid taxes collected from prostitutes or brothels. Which ruler died screaming that Muhammad Gawan was tearing him into pieces? It was Ahmad Shah. The correct chronology of the travelers who visited India during this period is Marco Polo. Number 2 is Ibn Battuta. Number 3 is Nicole de Kunti. Number 4 is Abdul Razak. Number 5 is Nikitin, and number 6 is Barbosa. Who were the Kai Kollars of the empire? They were the weavers. The temples built by Krishnadev Rai were Vittal Swami Temple, number 2 Hajara Ramaswamy Temple, and number 3 Krishna Swami Temple. The correct sequence is Kotam, Nadu, Melagram, and Agavam. What was the largest administrative division of the Vijayanagar Empire? It was the Mandalam. Who was the Bhakti saints who joined the Sufis but later left them? It was Sant Tukaram. Who founded the Warkari sect in Maharashtra? It was Sant Tukaram. The establishment of Chishti order in India was done by Sheikh Muhyiddin Chishti. Who made the college at Bidar, making it an important center of education? It was Muhammad Gawan or Mahmud Gawan. Who said God is the breath of all breath? Kabir. Who was born in Kaladi in Malabar in 783 AD? It was Shankaracharya. To which religious sect did Ramanand belong? Vaishnavism. Whom did Sikandar Lodi, the Sultan of Delhi, try to kill by various means? Kabir. Guru Nanak was born in 1469 AD. Namdev and Eknath wrote in Marathi. Amuk Tamal Yada is a book on polity. Madura Vijayam, written by Ganga Devi, describes capture of Madura by Kampan. Brit Ganta Grant of Sangama II deals in genealogy of the Sangamas. Who wrote Ganga Das Pralap Vilasam, Ganga Bhadra? What are Varhas, gold coins? Amuk Tamal Yada was written in Telugu. City of Nagalpur was built by Krishnadev Rai. Sangam brothers who founded the Vijayanagar Empire were originally in the service of Kakatiya rulers. Who was killed by Krishnadev Rai in the Battle of Kovilkonda? Yusuf Adil Shah. Who is responsible for developing the Gurmukhi script? Guru Angad. Who is a murid? A disciple. A silsila was a Sufi order. Sudha Devat was propounded by Vallabhacharya. Who wrote Dasbodh? Ram Das. Who started the Khalsa in Sikh religion? Guru Gobind. Who wrote Sur Suravali? Surdas. Which place is known as Shiraz-e-Hind? Jaunpur. Which city is known as Bhagalpur or the city of rebellion? Lucknauti. The Italian traveller Werthema wrote, "The prince of Cambay daily food is ass, the basilic, and the toad." Who was that prince? Muhammad Begara. The title of But Shikan was earned by which ruler of Kashmir? Sikandar Shah. Which of the ruler has been described as the Akbar of Kashmir? Zain-ul-Abidin. After the death of which ruler of Delhi did Malik Raza Faruqi, the governor of Khandesh, declared his independence? It was Firoz Tughlaq. Nikitin, the Russian traveller, visited the Bahmani kingdom during the reign of Muhammad Shah II. According to Abdul Razak, the pay of the policemen in Vijayanagar was paid by the proceeds of the brothels. The so-called War of the Goldsmith's Daughter took place between Firoz Shah and Devrai I. The ruler of Vijayanagar had a carefully organized military department called the Kandachar. Kandachar was under the control of Nayaka. What was Kutagri? Lease system of cultivation. What was Asthwana? Land Revenue Department. The term Sena Bhov was an official designation under Vijayanagar kingdom refers to village accountant. The term Kavalgar stands for a police officer. Which crop was widely exported from Vijayanagar? Black pepper. The village assemblies during the Vijayanagar period declined and their functions were taken over by Ayagars. The foreign traveller named one of the famous coins of Vijayanagar as pagoda. What was that? Varaha. In which region of India was the Firdausi order popular? Bihar. After Kabir's death, his tomb was built at Magahar. Which of the Bhakti saints is said to have travelled far and wide and engaged in discussions with Sufi saints in Delhi? Namdev. The trinity of Bhakti movement in North India refers to Nanak, Kabir and Rai Das. Which Bhakti saints' oral teachings are a collection in the Bijika and the Sukhinda? Kabir. Who said, I am in neither Kaaba nor in Kailas, God is the breath of all breaths? Kabir. Which Bhakti saint developed different modes of religious emotionalism such as Vatsalya, Dasya, Sakhya and Mudhriya? Kabir. Who wrote Gitavali, Kavitavali and Vinaya Patrika? Tulsidas. Name the Sufi saints whose philosophy greatly influenced Aurangzeb. Sheikh Ahmad Sarhindi. What is the meaning of Sufi concept Tariq-e-Dunya or Tark-e-Dunya, the renunciation of the world? Which Sufi saint adopted yogic breathing exercises and was called Siddh or perfect? Nizamuddin Aulia. Who among the following foreign travelers visited the Vijayanagar Empire during the time of Achyut Dev Rai? Fernão Nunes. Harihara II, one of his inscriptions, gives a detailed account of the military achievements of Bukka I. What is it? Channa Rai Patina inscription. Saluva Narasimha, the founder of the Saluva dynasty, was originally the chief of which of the following areas? Chandagiri. Who was the founder of Arivudu dynasty and what was the capital? Tirumala Rai, and the capital was Penugonda. Which Vijayanagar ruler was decisively defeated by Firoz Behmani and forced to pay a huge war indemnity as well as offer his daughter in marriage? Devrai I. Who was the first Vijayanagar ruler to wrestle the important port of Goa from the Behmanis? Harihara II. Who is acknowledged as the greatest ruler of the Sangam dynasty? Devrai II. Which Adil Shahi ruler was killed by Krishna Dev Rai in the Battle of Kovikonda? Yusuf Adil Shah. Who was the Portuguese governor in India to conclude a friendship treaty with Krishna Dev Rai around 1511? Albuquerque. Who is the author of Jamvati Kalyanam in Sanskrit? Krishna Dev Rai. Who among the following Behmani sultans transferred the capital from Gulbarga to Bidar? Ahmad Shah Wali. Mahmud Gawan was the Wakil as well as Wazir of which Behmani sultan? Muhammad Shah II. Who built the Gol Gumbaz of Bijapur, famous for world's second largest dome and whispering gallery? Muhammad Adil Shah. Who were the Tarafdars, provincial governors under the Behmani kingdom? To which dynasty does Zain ul-Abdin 1420 to 2070 of Kashmir, famous for his patronage of arts literature, belong? Shahmiri dynasty. Who built the Kirti Stambh at Chittor? Rana Kumbha. Who founded the city of Ahmedabad which came to replace the capital of Gujarat? This was Ahmad Shah I. Who was the founder of Gazpati dynasty of Orissa? Kapilendra. Who was the founder of the Sultanate of Madurai? Jalaluddin Ehsan. Which Sikh Guru started the Gurmukhi script? Guru Angad. Who was the worshipper of Ram? Tulsidas. What are Abhanganas, lyrical poems composed by Eknath? Who was the saint of Maharashtra Dham or was a Dharakari? That is one who has combined the spiritual life with the worldly life. Ramdas. Prince Darashikoh was a follower of which of the following Sufi orders? Qadri. In which year Vasco da Gama landed in Calicut? 1498. Who has assumed the title of Abhinav Bhoj? Devrai II. Who was responsible for the defeat of Vijayanagar in the Battle of Talikota in 1565? Rama Raja. Which is the most common animal found in the pillars of architecture in Vijayanagar Empire? It is the horse. Which temple is an example of wall inscription on which stories of Ramayana and Mahabharata are inscribed? Vitthal Swami. The political treaties of Amukt Mada in Telugu are written by Krishnadev Rai, who entered into a treaty with the Portuguese to obtain the monopoly of horses, Ramaraja, who allied with the Reddy kingdom to defeat Firoz Shah Bahmani. It was Devrai I. What proved helpful in the initial expansion of the Vijayanagar Empire? The dissolution of Hoysala kingdom. Which of the Vijayanagar rulers embarked upon the policy of expansion towards the eastern coast? Harihara II, and he ruled from 1377 to 1406. What was the greatest success of Harihara II? Wresting Belgaum and Goa from the Bahmanis. What was the dowry given to Firoz Shah Bahmani on his marriage to Devrai I's daughter, Bankapur? What sparked the renewed conflict between Vijayanagar, Bahmani and Orissa? The question of Krishna Godavari basin. Who was the most remarkable figure in the Bahmani Empire? Firoz Shah Bahmani, 1397 to 1422. What was the most remarkable step taken by Firoz Shah? The induction of Hindus into the administration. Under whose prime ministership did Bahmani kingdom reach the heights of its power? Mahmud Gawan. Who was the ruler of Malwa against whom Mahmud Gawan waged a series of battles? Mahmud Khilji. What were Mahmud Gawan's internal reforms? He divided the kingdom into 8 tarafs and fixation of salaries of the nobles. Who was the Italian in the court of Krishnadev Rai? It was Pius. Which language was patronized by Krishnadev Rai? Telugu, Kannada, Tamil and Sanskrit. The Battle of Talikota is also known as the Battle of Rakshasa Tangadi. Who was the Vijayanagar ruler who believed that the king should levy taxes from his people in moderation? Krishnadev Rai. Who said that the land is overstocked with people but those in the country are miserable? Nikitin. Who was the Ottoman Grand Vizier to remark, in the conduct of naval warfare, the infidels are ahead of us, we must overcome them? It was Lufti Pasha. What concessions did the Portuguese get from Bahadur Shah when Humayun attacked Gujarat, island of Basayan, and to build a fort in Diu? What was the agreement of 1566 between the Ottoman and the Portuguese? To share the spice and Indian trade and not to clash in the Arab Sea. Who was the leader of Bijapur Ahmednagar Calicut alliance against the Portuguese in 1570? Ali Adil Shah, he was the Sultan of Bijapur. Which are the grants which mention the foundation of Vijayanagar in 1336 by Harihar and Bukka? Kapaluru and Bagapalli. Who is also known as the Andhra Bhoj? It is Krishnadev Rai. The 8 luminaries or Asht Diggaj in his court, who was the greatest? It was Alasani Pedana. Who is described as Andhra Kavita Pitame? It is Alasani Pedana. Manu Charitam and Harikatha Samar Samu have been written by Alasani Pedana. Which one of the caste systems seemed to be absent in the Vijayanagar Empire? Kshatriya one. What were the Brahmins called? Viprulu. The ruling class was called Rajulu. Who mentions a large number of women being employed in the royal palaces? Nunes. Early Vijayanagar rulers were followers of Shaivism. Who was their family god? Virupaksh. What religions were followed in the Vijayanagar Empire? Sri Vaishnavism of Ramanuj and Devat of Madhva. What were the towers called that were built in commemoration of the visits of emperors in different corners of the empire? Rai Gopuram. Who speaks of dams and excavations of canals in the Vijayanagar Empire? Nunes. The throne of Delhi was taken over by Bahulal Lodi in 1451. Babur was related to Temur on the father's side and Genghis Khan on the mother's side. When did Babur leave Kabul to conquer India? 1525. What was the name of father of Babur? Sheikh Mirza. The first battle of Panipat was fought between Ibrahim Lodi and Babur in 1526. Babur defeated Rana Sanga in the Battle of Khanwa 1527. The Afghans were defeated under Muhammad Lodi by Babur in Battle of Ghagra 1529. The memoirs of Babur, Tuzuk-e-Babri, are written in Chagatai, Turkey. How many sons did Babur have? 4. Name of them: Kamran, Aksari, Hindal, and Humayun. Who received the lordship of Kamran and Bakshan? Kamran. With whom did Humayun made a treaty on the news of Bahadur Shah of Gujarat approaching the Mughal frontiers? Sher Shah Suri or Sher Shah Sur. Who was appointed the Viceroy of Gujarat? Aksari. Humayun was defeated by Sher Shah Sur in the Battle of Chausa 1539. Humayun reconquered Delhi in 1555 AD. Akbar was born in the year 1542. Humayun died after he fell from the library steps in the year 1556. The first governor of Portuguese India was Francisco de Almeida, 1509. Goa was captured from the Sultan of Bijapur in the year 1510. The capital of Portuguese India was shifted from Cochin to Goa by Nino de Cunha, 1530. The famous Jewish saint Francisco Xavier arrived in India with Martin Alfonso de Souza, and he was the governor of the Portuguese India from 1542 to 45. The Blue Water policy is attributed to Don Francisco de Almeida. Kabir and Raidas were disciples of Ramanand. The two schools of thought propagated by Ramanand were Sagun and Nirgun. The institution of Langar can be attributed to which Sikh Guru? Guru Amar Das. Sur Suravali and Sur Sagar are books written by Surdas. Mirabai hailed from which dynasty? Sisodia dynasty of Chittor. Who spread Vaishnav Bhakti in Assam? Shankaracharya. The writer of Padmavati is Jaisi. Which poets were known as Ratnatraya? Pampa Pona Rana. Kaviraj Marg is the creation of Rashkuta king Amog Varsha I. Adi Puran and Pampa Bharat are works of Pampa. Shanti Puran is a work of Pona. Who is known as Kannada Valmiki? Nara Hari. Chena Basava Puran was written by Virpaksh Pandit. The author of Taravi Ramayan is Narahari. Kamban's Ramayan, also known as Ram Natak, was written during the period of the Cholas. So guys, this brings us to the end of this particular video on the Vijayanagar Bahamani Empire, and I've tried to cover most of the questions that appear in most of the exams from this topic. So I think this video will be really very helpful. Watch it a couple of times to get a hang of it. And thank you so much for watching, and do subscribe to this channel for further new videos. In case you haven't pressed the bell icon, do press it. Thank you so much for watching, and Jai Hind.